Sam Horn, Pop, create the perfect pitch, title, and tagline for anything. Get ready to dive into the tantalizing world of crafting powerful and memorable messages for any product or idea. With the book summary of Pop, create the perfect pitch, title, and tagline for anything by Sam Horn. Learn how to make your message purposeful, original, and pithy at Pop by focusing on the essence of your idea, distinguishing it from competitors, and using catchy, concise phrases. This summary is brimming with actionable tips and techniques, such as exploring your idea's core words, experimenting with wordplay and original phrases, leveraging musicality, making your message relatable, and wrapping it up in a simple yet captivating story. Enhance what you have to offer, stand out amongst competitors, and improve the chances of your success with this enlightening summary.
The power of pop. In a world where people are constantly bombarded with ads, the ones that stand out are purposeful, original, and pithy. In this book summary, we explore the importance of these three elements in successful advertising. From the moment we connect to the internet or step out onto the street, we are faced with countless ads that fight for our attention and money. So, what sets the successful ads apart from the rest? It all boils down to the art of pop, purpose, originality, and pith. First, we have purpose. Whether you're selling a product or spreading an idea, your message needs to instantly communicate your purpose and how it positively affects your audience. The best wordplay won't grab attention unless it clearly articulates your message. Next, originality is key. No matter how brilliant your product or message is, someone else is likely trying to do something similar. You need to distinguish yourself by being original in your approach. Even if the essence of what you're doing isn't new, you can make it stand out by adding your unique spin to it. Finally, there's pith. Our human brains can only hold about 7 pieces of information in short-term memory, meaning you need to be pithy and convincing in a short amount of time. The most successful slogans of the past century are all less than 7 words because they can leave a lasting impression. Mastering the art of pop is crucial for anyone looking to succeed in advertising. Incorporating these 3 elements into your approach can help your message stand out and grab the attention of your target audience. Crafting powerful messages. To communicate effectively, it is crucial to understand and articulate the essence of your message. This includes answering the key W's: what, who, and why. Creating a detailed bank of core words that describe your product or idea will help you build powerful messages that resonates with your target audience. Regularly evaluating and updating your core words as your product and business evolves will ensure that your branding remains relevant and up-to-date. Crafting original phrases. When it comes to catching people's attention, originality is crucial. But is being original impossible? Not necessarily. By playing with the core words that embody your idea, you can create a memorable phrase that can make you stand out. This could mean using spell check and discarding the typical way of spelling things. It could also be running your core words through the alphabet and playing with its syllables until you find something that resonates with your product or idea. Beauty salons, for instance, are quite good at creating catchy names like Sheer Genius, Curl Up and Dye and Cut and Dried. Using similar wordplay, you can combine your core words with prefixes and suffixes. For example, Renewlyweds describes couples who have renewed their wedding vows later in their marriage and are wed once again. But why is originality such a big deal? The media is constantly searching for the next big thing to report. If you can come up with a distinct phrase, you'll get free advertising through media coverage. So, what are you waiting for? Set your creative potential free and start crafting that unforgettable phrase today. The power of musicality. Music can be used to increase memorability, and alliteration, rhythm, and rhyme are powerful tools in this regard. Alliteration can create a series of memorable words, while rhythm can make strings of information easier to remember. Using an iambic meter is a way of applying rhythm to any idea. Finally, rhymes can play a vital role in aiding memory, as evidenced by the instinctive human responses of fight or flight. Making your message personal. To make your message stick, you need to make it personal. This means relating it to your customer's world, thoughts, and everyday life. You can start by putting yourself in your customer's shoes and ask what a eureka, or at last, moment would feel like, and how to address their problem. Another way is to relate your message to a celebrity or popular media. Amy Rosenthal did this by using the name Dalai Mama to represent being a loving mother who juggles many responsibilities while remaining calm, peaceful, and tranquil. You can also use a more systematic approach by using a popular movie, song, or book to find a match for your core words. By doing so, you can instantly communicate what you want to say and make your message more personal, memorable, and effective. Humor in communication. Improving your sense of humor in communication is not out of your reach. While humor may not be something that can be taught, it can be learned. By diligently paying attention to humorous content around you and practicing sensitivity to timing and context, you can enhance your delivery of witty and well-timed remarks. Above all, make sure your humor is relevant to your core message. Although clichés are not always favorable, rearranging them and injecting personalization can turn them into powerful statements. The power of metaphors. Metaphors are a powerful tool to empower your message and create personalized analogies. To create meaningful metaphors, focus on the 3 A's: avocation, achievement, and adversity. By drawing similarities and connections between these columns, you can better explain what you're trying to say. For example, a business executive used his flying lessons as an analogy to curb micromanaging in his company. He let his managers figure it out by giving general instructions and not taking control of the yoke, inspiring the expression, "Let them fly the plane." Similarly, Gorilla Glue used an 800-pound gorilla as a powerful symbol to represent the strength of their superglue product. By identifying the attributes of your product and how they're embodied in the real world, you can create visualizations that increase the power of your words 1,000-fold. Surprising ways to catch your audience's attention. In order to catch your audience's attention, challenge common sense and be politically incorrect. Utilizing the half-and-half technique can also generate curiosity and buzz, as seen with the creation of Krismuka in the popular show The OC. Blend your core words together and see what combinations come up. The best way to get your message across is by surprising your audience with something unexpected. This can be achieved by challenging common sense and suggesting that people change their minds instead of blindly following the norm. Being politically incorrect can also grab attention, as long as it's done in a thoughtful and respectful way. Additionally, utilizing the half-and-half technique can create curiosity and buzz. Take your core words and write them on separate sides of a paper, then blend them together to see what unique combinations come up. This approach led to the creation of Krismuka on the popular show The OC, which generated a record number of viewers. By applying these tactics, you can catch your audience's attention and ensure your message is heard. Wrap your message in a story. To make your message come alive and emotionally relate to your audience, wrap it in a story that provides a deep meaning and personally resonates with them. You can create a powerful history behind your idea, product, or brand by interviewing everyone who worked with you to create an authentic story behind your cause. Tapping into the stories that all of us know and creating your own derivation of classic phrases adds memorability to your message and drives word-of-mouth marketing. The author shares an example of how Rebecca Morgan came up with the title of her new book, Chocolate Chip Cookie Marketing: The Anti-Hard Sell Approach, after being inspired at a mall by a salesperson's persistent approach and the sweet smell of chocolate chip cookies. To sustain your audience's attention, it is essential to create memorable messages that switch them from simply processing information to emotionally relating to your story.
Throughout this summary, you have discovered the key components needed for weaving irresistible pitches, titles, and taglines. Ensuring that your message is both purposeful and original will help you articulate the essence of your idea and distinguish it from the competition. Further, being concise or pithy will make your message easy to remember and share, ultimately contributing to its appeal. As you practice the aforementioned techniques, remember to adapt and evolve your messaging based on changes and growth. Keep your branding fresh and maintain your leadership in the market. Never underestimate the power of words and ideas, for they can be the driving force that initiates a revolutionary change or an extraordinary achievement.